It is so good to be here with you in Nashville. And thank you so much for joining us, for being a part of the Neolife family. And honestly, I just feel so blessed when we get together that I have so many friends here. And also, if we haven't had a chance to become friends yet, we will. But in the short time that we've been here, just a couple of days, I've already made so many new friends. And when I hear your stories, I've heard so many powerful stories of transformation that I'm gonna keep those in my heart forever, because it is such a good reminder of why we do what we do. And now, we're just so thankful for your partnership on our shared mission of giving everyone the power to live healthier and happier lives. It's such a big mission we have in front of us. And I remember when I first came into the I've been in the Neolife family for 32 years now, almost 33. But the first and most important lesson when I came to work for Neolife about 12 years ago was what my father taught me. And he said, it was this. So he was like, our promoters are the heart and soul of this company. And you, all of you in this room are the heart and soul of the company, and we will never take that for granted. We know you have a choice of whether or not to be here, and in reality, we cannot do this without you. The kind of impact that's happening here in North America and around the world, it just doesn't happen without you and our passionate promoters. So thank you so much. And I have to say, what you all have accomplished this year is nothing short of incredible. Like I said, I've been working for the company now for 12 years, and this year in 2022, you all have set so many bests, for the best I've ever seen. So we want to take a look at some of those. Now, in March 2022, you had the best recruiting month in North America that I've ever seen in all my years working for the company. And then the next month, in April, you beat March as the best recruiting month in North America. And then the next month, in May, you had the second best recruiting month in North America. That is 3 best recruiting months in a row. It's amazing. And we always say that when we have more recruiting, when we're bringing more people into the Neolife family, the volume will follow. The sales will follow. And so what do you think happened in June? Recruiting, it was that rocket fuel for your business. And in June, we had the highest volume month in North America I've ever seen. And then we also had our highest volume month globally in April. Pretty exciting. What's happening is so exciting. And what's happening is nothing short of a movement. Nothing short of a movement. Every great movement throughout history, it starts from a small group of people. A small group of people who have this hunger and desire to change the world. And I truly believe that we are creating a movement that has the power to change history, a massive movement. And so I want to let's take a look at what's required to create a massive movement. 3-day detox. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding, I had to, I couldn't help myself. But if we look at the past, there are so many examples of just huge movements that have changed the world. I mean, some of the biggest would be like the civil rights movement or equality, women's right to vote. Actually, did you know, fun fact, Canada was ahead of the US by 2 years in giving women the right to vote. Go Canada. But I believe all great movements have 5 key elements. that are required in order to have large-scale success. So, number one is a cause. It has to be something that's bigger than ourselves. So, something that's so important and impactful. Our cause at Neolife is to end the trend of poor health and financial stress. Would you agree that's a pretty big cause, right? Yeah. And for the last 2 years, health has been the number one concern for us here and around the world. But now it's being reported that health has actually gotten bumped down to the number 2 spot. And do you know what's taken over as number 1? Can you guess? Let's hear it. You were very smart. We have a smart crowd here. Yes, it is rising costs and inflation. That has been the biggest one. We heard some of you said it. And it's everywhere. We have examples everywhere. I picked ones from Bloomberg. It's my favorite financial news channel. This one says, middle-class Americans are feeling the pain of inflation everywhere. And another one, a comfortable retirement feels out of reach for most Americans. And then how can someone even think about retirement if they can't have an opportunity to save? Nearly half of millennials are living paycheck to paycheck. And this study done by Bank of America shows rising anxiety about money for millennials. And actually, I ended up reading the study, and this is slightly misreported. It includes Gen Z as well. And so if you look at those black bars, that is 2020 levels of anxiety, and the pink bars are 2021. So it's things like concerned that the money I have or save won't last. It's risen from 46% to now 52% of all Gen Z and millennials. The next one, I feel I will never have the things I want in life. That's heartbreaking, right? I'll never have the things I want in life. Went from 38 to 44%. And I'm just getting by financially is the last one, 38 to 41%. And we can only imagine what the increase is in financial stress in 2022 when we're just like kind of teetering on the verge of a recession. But our cause is massive, and it's only growing bigger every single day. Every year, my dad and I, we go to Omaha for the annual Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting. And I love what Warren Buffett said this year. So there's this young girl, she went up to one of the microphones to ask a question, and she was just going into college. So she asked him this question. She said, what should I study that's inflation-proof? And I love Warren Buffett's response. It's this. He said, if you can be the best at something, offer value, and something that people need, there's nothing that can inflate it away. No one can take away the talents you have. The world will always need you. The best protection against inflation is your own earning power. If you can be the best at something, offer value, something people need, nothing can take it away. No one can take away their talents, and the best protection against inflation is your own earning power. The only thing missing in this sentence is Neolife. Okay, so what else is required for a massive movement? People who connect with the cause. I think we've already established that people connect with our cause because we're living it every day. We're experiencing it ourselves. So we naturally connect with it. Number 3, the ability to change hearts and minds. This is so important. Change hearts and minds. Have you ever heard of Catmageddon? #Catmageddon. Okay, so the anti-tobacco movement. It's been going on for a long time, even back since the 1950s. And for decades, our government was funding campaigns aimed at tackling the growing tobacco use in America, especially in young adults. And they said things like, don't smoke, smoking's bad for you, or you're gonna get cancer, etc. And for a long time, we could see that that wasn't working. Nothing was happening to the numbers, they're still rising. But then there was a turning point. The turning point happened with the creation of the Truth campaigns. You've probably seen them. They didn't just say, don't smoke, it's bad for you. In 2016, Truth created a campaign called Catmageddon. They said, be the generation that ends smoking. Because smoking kills pets too. Ouch. An effective movement needs to change our hearts before it can change our minds. They use the most powerful heart feeling in the world, which is love. In this case, love for our pets. And now, I'm not suggesting we tell people, like, you need to take Neil Life, because if you die, your pets are not going to have a home. But the most powerful tool we have for sharing, it's our stories. And doing it in a way that people know we're sharing because we love them and we care about them. Okay, so what else is required? Innovation and a strategy to win. We need to offer solutions to the problems. And we can also look at failed movements to see why this number 4 is so important. Do you remember this? Occupy Wall Street? I think their tagline was, we are the 99%. So hundreds of people came to march on Wall Street in New York City, and what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. They had a cause, a problem they were trying to tackle, which is economic inequality. It's a big problem. But they had no solution. They had no innovation, they had no leadership, and they didn't have a strategy to win. We have a winning strategy at Neolife. We have proven products, the ultimate low-risk business startup in a transformative community. Our products, they're the best. And I cannot wait for you to get to try and see what our new product is that we're launching today. Do you want me to tell you about it? I'm not gonna. Sorry. Dr. Beck's gonna tell us. Her and the SAB have been working hard on this, but I will say, this is the most exciting product launch we've ever had. I don't say that lightly. It's the ultimate biohack, and you're gonna see why. It has the power to just help us in every area of life, help you in every area of life, and it's helped me work out harder, and dare I say, it can help you from the boardroom to the bedroom. By the grace of God, we are perfectly positioned. Our timing could not be better with our products and our startup opportunity. And I thought this was interesting. This is part of the same study I referenced earlier. Who do Gen Z and millennials turn to for financial advice? Well, 6% say estate planning attorneys, 16% say financial advisor. And if you add up the two biggest categories, 74%, almost, or more than 7 out of 10 millennials and Gen Z say they turn to friends and family for financial advice. That can be kind of scary depending on who your friends and family are. But it's also exciting because it lends itself perfectly to our opportunity. Our social business model, our friends and family, they trust us. They come to us for financial advice, and we are equipped to show them the ultimate low-risk business startup. Pretty exciting. And when you couple that with the fact that 74% of Gen Z and millennials say that they have dreams of becoming an entrepreneur, that equals massive opportunity that's going to fuel our massive movement. Are you excited about that? Are you excited as I am? Yeah. Okay, so throughout the next 2 days, you are going to see both product and technology updates that we have coming that's just gonna add fuel to this fire. And what it is that we offer, I think we're gonna see a big rise in the use of this term, instant entrepreneurship. Instant entrepreneurship is what we offer, with a roadmap for success and a step-by-step guide on how to win. And now winning looks different for everyone. I mean, some people, they come here and they're like, I just want to learn how to pay for my products. Others, they say, I want to maybe earn $500 a month extra, maybe $5,000 a month extra, maybe $50,000 and beyond extra. There is a place for everyone in our community, no matter what it is that your goals are. And we just want to help you get there. Now, that brings us to the last part of what is an element required for a massive movement, and that is leadership and community. My goodness gracious, it makes me just want to squeal with joy when I think about how incredible our Neo-Life family is, how incredible the people and the leaders who are a part of our Neo-Life family. We're just so blessed. I mean, I guess I should squeal, right? I mean, from our newest promoters all the way up to our president's team leaders, we have so much wisdom and talent and passion. And the same goes for our corporate team. We're so blessed. But it's the people in Neo-Life that allow us to create this transformative community we have that just ignites personal growth. It's like a flame that lights the fire for personal growth. And I love what Brené Brown says about belonging to a community. She says, belonging is being part of something bigger than yourself, but it's also the courage to stand alone and belong to yourself above all else. The courage to stand alone and belong to yourself above all else. When you come in here, we're not like, oh, here, drink our Kool-Aid. No. We all have unique, special, God-given gifts that when we contribute them to the community, we're so much stronger together, so much stronger together. And we belong to a community focused on better health, on education, a way out of financial pressure, becoming better business people. And this is a transformative community that when you're a part of it, you're not going to recognize who you are and who you're going to become in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the road. If you haven't experienced it yet, you'll see it happens to all of us. I remember my first convention. I thought I might just barf on all of you because I was so nervous. And yet you were all so encouraging. My talk was terrible. I even said the wrong year. I was like, welcome to convention. And I had one job. And I gave the wrong year. But I remember coming off stage and Louie and Laverne were like, well done. Would you like to come speak at our team event? And I thought, oh goodness, like they must not know how bad it was. Were they not watching? But they invited me to so many of them, and it wasn't until later I realized that they were trying to help me become a better speaker. I'm forever grateful, and it's not a magical overnight change that happens. It's a result of intention backed by the right environment and support. And I want to share a quick video with you guys that I recently saw and I love, so check it out.
So you're a musical director? Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That bro could sing, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Now, what you give me the version is if your uncle just got out of jail, you got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick, if you know which version I'm talking about. Just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, was blind, but now I see.
Okay. Here's what I want you to catch. The first time I asked him to sing, he knew what he was doing. The second time, he knew why he was doing it. When you know your why, your what becomes more impactful because you're walking towards or in your purpose.
Okay, raise your hand if you thought the first version was pretty good. Yeah, right, it was great. But who thought the second version just took it to a whole new level? Incredible, right? We could feel it. It was truly moving. And he didn't just know what he was singing, he knew why he was singing. And we have all the essential components of a massive movement, a powerful cause that people can connect to with the ability to change hearts and minds, backed by innovative products, solutions, a strategy to win with an incredible leadership and transformative community. And if each and every one of us can bring that intention and our own individual, unique why into everything we do, we're gonna take this to a whole new level. We will move people like never before, and we will create a massive movement, and we will be the single biggest force behind ending the trend of poor health and financial stress. So thank you all, love you guys, God bless.